Alright guys, we're going to get into the 2017 International Challenge for May. Now of course we are in the Masters Division, so we are going to go through and we're just going to go through the rules here really quick, and then what we'll do is we'll go through and we'll analyze the team here. So, the actual tournament actually starts at 12 a.m. UTC, which is for May 26th. So again, I'm hoping that it'll actually go through. I'm not sure if it's up yet or not. We're going to try it. So it should start from today at this time and then go until Sunday evening, which is usually about 7 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. So what we're going to do, we're just going to look at the notes and the regulations here. So it's just loading up the page. It's going to be 1 second there for the rule set. So I'm going to go over this there with you. So this tournament is a double battle tournament. And this is the division for trainers born before December 31st, 2001. So here are the basic rules. Mega Stones cannot participate in the competition. For the Pokemon that are eligible, you can only battle using the Alola Pokedex, number 1 to number 301. Only the Alola form of the Pokemon with regional variants can be used, meaning you can only use Alola Ninetales or Alola Sandslash. You cannot use regular Sandslash or regular Ninetales. You would battle, it's of course double battle, so you get to choose 4 to 6 of your Pokemon, and you battle 2 versus 2, of course. So basically, out of 6 Pokemon, you choose 4, 2, and then 2. You guys know how double battles work. It's been double battles actually for quite a long while. The number of battles that are allowed per day. So you're only allowed to have up to 15 battles per day. Okay, so that means that tonight we're going to get 15 battles in, and then of course tomorrow at this time we'll be able to do 15 more battles. Okay, any battles you do not complete will be rolled over into the next day until the competition's over. The counts of each day begin at midnight UTC. Okay, so the battle times, you have 10 minutes per your battle. Your selection time, you get 90 seconds. To select a Pokemon, and turn time is 45 seconds. So that's to choose your attacks. Okay. Automatic uploading of battles, that's okay. You can't change your system, or if you reformat, you can't continue on. You have to continue on with the same game console. Alright, so as you can see here, there's a little bit more information. So during the battle, you actually get boosted to level 50. They're automatically set to level 50 regardless. You cannot use 2 or more Pokemon with the same Pokedex number, and you cannot use any Pokemon except those that can be obtained through regular gameplay. Okay, we'll move on here. So about the items, you can't use any of the Mega Stones here, so that should be pretty self-explanatory. Nature Power will become Tri-Attack. Secret Power will have a 30% chance of afflicting an opposing Pokemon with paralysis, and Camouflage will change to the user's type to normal. Okay, so if the Pokemon uses Camouflage, it turns to a normal type. So this is the battle here. You guys can feel free to look up the rules, of course. As though it does say about losses, if both Pokemon faint in the same turn as the result of a move, the user loses if the move was Self-Destruct, Explosion, Destiny Bond, or Final Gambit. If the user wins, it is with Double Edge, Volt Tackle, Flare Blitz, Takedown, Submission, Brave Bird, Wood Hammer, Head Smash, Struggle, Wild Charge, Head Charge, or any move while holding a life orb. So that just basically means that if you die while doing the final blow and you die from the recoil damage, you still win the match. Now it does say if Pokemon faint in the same turn as the result of the weather and other conditions, if weather conditions or static conditions cause both Pokemon to faint at the end of the same turn due to damage taken, then whichever trainer had all of his Pokemon faint first will be the loser. This includes the use of Perish Song. Okay. If both Pokemon faint in the same turn due to reflexive damage dealt by an ability or item, the Pokemon that dealt damage through Rough Skin, Aftermath, Liquid Ooze, Iron Barbs, Innards Out, or Rocky Helmet will be declared the loser. Okay. About battle time, you guys have already gone through that. And things to remember. There's really not a whole lot here to remember. That just talks about the regular, the regular battle moves and everything. So let's go ahead here and get the rule set off the page here. Just one sec. All right. So for the team here today, we've gone through. We've brought Alakazam. Now, as many of you guys know, I use Alakazam quite a bit. So Alakazam here, we got the Magikarp, the Psychinium Z. It's Timid, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Recover, and Focus Blast. We also have Mimikyu. Now Mimikyu, of course, Ghost and Fairy. Not a huge fan of Mimikyu, but you know what? Everybody uses Mimikyu, and I just want to have a chance this time. So we went with the Jolly Mimikyu with the Focus Sash. Of course, it does have the Disguise, but I wanted to have the Focus Sash there just in case. So we have Sword Stance, Shadow Sneak, Wood Hammer, and Play Rough. We have Garchomp. Now Garchomp is Jolly, Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, Rock Slide, Iron Head, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake. We have Tapu Fini, which is Moonblast, Ice Beam, Scald, and Taunt. Now we have the Taunt there for anything that's trying to set up like rocks or spikes or, you know, Thunder Waves, anything like that. We don't want to have anything to do with that in there. It's got the Misty Surge leftovers and it's bold. We've got Arcanine. Now Arcanine, of course, that has the Intimidate, so that's going to be kind of helpful there as well. It is Jolly, has the Life Orb, Close Combat, Wild Charge, Flare Blitz, and Extreme Speed. And then our last and final Pokemon is Savali. Now Savali has the Steel Memory, so we're going with the Steel type Savali. We needed a Steel type to be able to take on Fairy type Pokemon. Plus, as well, we also needed Savali because we also wanted to have something that has an electric type move. Now, we went through a couple of people on my Discord. So there was Hefnasty, there was Demon, there was Hintama, there was... oh my gosh, there were so many of us, and we were discussing this. And at first we decided we wanted to go with Magnezone. But the problem with Magnezone is that it's very slow. Now, mind you, it has some decent special defense, which would have been a positive to have here on the team, of course, but in that case, it was going to get knocked out more often than we were actually going to KO with it. Now, from there we went to Togedemaru, and we were kind of debating on Togedemaru. So I'm not really sure what to expect with Togedemaru, but it's mostly a physical attacker more than a special attacker, so I kind of just scrapped that. And I went back to Magneton for a minute to kind of look at the whole... let me think here. If I went with Magneton with an Evolite, then in that type of a situation, I don't think it would be beneficial because the special attack would have been a little bit lower, but the speed would have been raised, but then again we would have had boosted stats. So I wasn't too sure onto that. I think we were going to lose the Magneton a little bit too much. So we decided to go with Savali. So we do have it registered as team number 1, so we're going to log in here and go to get the battle going here. So let's see if the actual tournament is live, guys. Let's see. Hopefully the tournament is live. Good day there, the Gooder Suck. How's it going there, bud? Glad you could join us. For competitive, if the Pokemon was a breeder with a 100% IV Ditto hacked, can it be used? Well, technically you can use any Pokemon you wish into a Wi-Fi battle. However, if you're using a hacked Ditto, as long as it's legal, you shouldn't have a problem with using it. It is a part of the Alola Dex as well, so I mean you can use it in the tournament if you really needed to. However, I mean, I'm not a huge Ditto fan. If you are, kudos, bud. Kudos. Alright, so let's close out of a few things here. I'm going to open up my Ultimate Twitch bot. I just want to see who's here, you know? So it looks like Smooth Like Scud, the Gooder Suck is here right now. So you guys are all there. Thank you guys very much for tuning in to the stream there today. Much appreciated. We are just getting the stream started here, so be sure to stick around. We're going to get into quite a few Wi-Fi battles here as well. Now, at the moment, it appears that from what a lot of people are telling me is that people who have like hacked consoles and stuff like that for custom firmware, those consoles seem to be getting banned online right now, so we'll end up seeing what happens here. I'm not saying that I have it custom firmware hacked, but I'm also not going to decline it as well. So, Alright, so we are in. So let's go into visit the battle spot. There we go. Let's see here. So we're going to go to an online competition. We're just going to see if it's live here. So participate in a competition. Now, when we do this, this is going to lock our team that we select. So I went back through, I checked all the stats, checked everything to make sure everything's good. Checked all the attacks, checked all the items. Everything is 100% the way that I had it when I was on Pokemon Showdown. So we're going to go with team number 1. That's the only team that we have here. Please, let's hope that everything is good to go. Perfect. Alright, so the competition you entered hasn't started yet. So apparently, the competition hasn't started. So I'm not sure what to suggest here. The Good or Suck, thank you very much for the follow, love, and support, man. Much appreciated. So the tournament hasn't started yet. I'm a little disappointed. So maybe what we can do while we wait for the tournament to start, it's probably off. I'm probably off by an hour, most likely. And maybe what we can do is we can do some free battle and maybe battle with the team for a little bit, just to see if we can actually get some battles off. So just a little bit of practice before we do the actual battles. So let's see here. So we're just gonna stop the recording and then we're gonna just continue on with the stream here. And as soon as the actual tournament goes live, we'll pop it right back up.